sings, echoes of laughter, the joy that he brings. Memories linger like a sweet melody. Elvis, our king, you're forever with me. Elvis is love, he's still missing in every heart. He exists. From Graceland's gates to the bright stage lights, his spirit shines through the long dark nights. Rock and roll dreams in the air we breathe. His songs remind us of the love we lead. Generations dance to his timeless sound. In every note, his legacy is found. Elvis is love, he's still missing in every heart. He exists. From Graceland's gates to the bright stage lights, his spirit shines through the long dark nights. Though the years go by, his star won't fade. In our memories, his magic is made. We gather together, his fans hand in hand, for the King of Rock will forever stand. Elvis is love, he's still missing in every heart. He exists. From Graceland's gates to the bright stage lights, his spirit shines through the long dark nights. So here's to the King, forever adored. In our hearts, his music is stored. Elvis is loved, he's still missing. A legend, a treasure, eternally kissed. So here's to the King, forever adored. In our hearts, his music is stored. Elvis is love, he's still missing. A legend, a treasure, eternally kissed.
Alright guys, nearly done. Hi guys, I've got one more for you and then we're going to get going. Hope you're all well. So let's just get things, I'm just setting things up. I've got to put my Elvis on the TV. I've been watching these guys. Do any of you know who these guys are? Quite interesting. So I'm going to put one more song on and then we're going to get on with the show. We've got a lot of things to go over. Morning, the Becks. Hope you're well. Yeah, the Becks, I'm going to read your letter this morning. The Becks sent me a coffee. The Becks, any of you that have sent me a coffee, thank you so much. A big shout to Rose as well. Rose, hope you're well. Right, let's just play this song.
Small town boy in Memphis night. Dreams of music feeling right. Strumming strings and singing low. Rise to fame the world will know. Jumpsuit shining in the light. Crowds gather every night. Heartfelt tunes, rhythm strong. Elvis singing all night long. Oh, he was the king. With his voice he'd sing. Graceland goes to the concert he calls. Packed his bags and took to flight. They Vegas swirled in with bright lights. Never lost his humble soul, kept on reaching for that goal. Cadillac and guitar storyline the world retold. A heart so big, a love so grand, left his mark across the land. Oh, he was a king, with his voice he'd sing. From the Graceland halls to the concert halls.
Got the coffee, guys. We need the coffee.
Never lost his humble soul, kept on reaching for that goal. Cadillacs and guitars gold, storyline the world retold. A heart so big, a love so grand, left his mark across the land. Oh, he was the king, with his voice he'd sing. From the Graceland Hall to the concert halls.
Okay, so
Doing money lunch. Money for
yeah. Hi guys. Right. We're just getting organised. We're getting organised. I've got to send you a fire, right? Right. That's my son just getting ready to go to work. How is everyone? So we got a lot to go over. We're going to be here quite a while. I need to just quickly put Elvis on our TV, of course. Now, you know, guys, my household is very, very busy. My wife is very busy. So a lot of the time, I'm waiting for people to finish. Let's see if that's going to work. A lot of the time, I'm waiting before I can start the show. I'm waiting for people to finish. So like, I'm waiting for my son. I'm waiting for my wife. Because obviously, I'm going to be in this room a few hours. And you know, I probably get on their nerves a little bit, especially because my show lasts ages. So, do you have your coffees? Oh, that is so nice. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. It's a bit cold in England today, so I've got a t-shirt on and this to try and warm me up. It's a bit chilly. I just want to quickly send my son his money. I always send him a bit of lunch money. He takes the train, which only takes a minute. Now, Vibex has sent me a couple of things. So I did promise Vibex. Me and Vibex, we email each other. I did promise her that I would read her letter a few days ago, but we've been sidetracked because we've gone on to different topics. So I'm gonna read her letter. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Vibex, we're off topic a bit, but because we're friends, you've been so kind to me. I want to read your letter as I promised. Let me just quickly send my son Rio, who is 16. Rio has just passed his lifeguarding course, so Rio's doing really well, and he loves football as well. Rio's a very talented sports person. Rio is. You see him in and out. He likes to pop in and pop out. He never has a top on. He's always showing off his muscles. Here he comes. We're talking about him. Like, here he comes. All right, Rio. Don't talk much to me. Rio, you love chatting, don't you? He's like, Can I shut this door or not? All right, okay. I just want to top up my coffee. Right, guys, I want to top up my coffee. And we're going to get going. So I know that SK has now updated his name. He's officially called Elvis Police now, so I know he's very pleased about that. So we look forward to SK making some new videos for his new channel, Elvis Police. Right, okay, let's do it. Just warm this up. Put this on here. Okay, when you do go, can you shut that door behind you? Oh my God, coffee. Coffee, guys, coffee. Okay, just shut the door as you leave. Yeah, they fit all right, yeah? No. Okay. Too big or too small? Big. Well, you've grown to them, maybe. Right. Right. Okay, guys. So, right, let's just get on with this. So those couple of songs, I got a feeling one of them was Joe Sins, wasn't it? Off Rare Elvis Photos. I found a YouTube channel. I just stumbled on it by mistake, and I wonder if any of you know this channel. It is Facts. So I recommend you subscribe to this channel, Facts, and he's mainly on the short section. So if you click shorts, he has loads of shorts talking about Elvis's life, everything Elvis. Now, I can't play them because they've all got music on. Do any of you know this channel? Facts. It's very good. Very good. I have messaged him and just said, give us a shout. And just really good. Facts. Yeah. And that's where I found those songs. But I got a feeling that one of them is off Rare Elvis Photos. Joe Sins. We love Joe, don't we? Rare Elvis Photos. We love his channel. So let's just quickly check your comments. Okay. Thanks, Louis. I'm wondering if anyone knows how much about Lucy DeBaron's book and Daughter Desiree. That book from 1987 is popping up. Guys, it's everywhere about Lucy at the moment. But I'll be honest with you, it isn't something I'm ready to go through. I need to do some really good research on Lucy, her mum, and everything. I know that it's been on Rare Elvis Photos program quite a lot. I still haven't got my head round it. I've seen all the old interviews, mother and daughter Lucy. I don't feel that I'm quite there. Usually if I'm going to tackle something, I have a bit of a feel for it. I mean, sometimes I do jump in head first. Sometimes I don't feel it yet. And I think a lot of the stuff that I like to talk about on this show, Team Elvis, defending Elvis Presley, I think a lot of it I have to be in the right mood. I have to get a passion. You get that sort of fire in your belly. If I don't have that, it means I'm not ready to talk about it. So I know many of you have been talking about it. Yeah, we love Rare Elvis Photos are brilliant. So there's a couple of things before I get going. There's a couple of things I wanted to do. The number one thing I wanted to talk about, just very quickly, is A&M Vintage. We got a shout out from A&M Vintage. I think it was a couple of days ago, and I missed it. So today I was just sort of watching their show, A&M Vintage. Let me just show you what they look like, and not expecting them to say anything about us. Just watching it. It was a very long show. I think it was a live stream. And then right at the end, they give us a shout, and I'm like, yes. Let's see if we can focus it better. A&M Vintage. Let me see if I've got a better picture of there. I want to show you their A&M Vintage. Where are we? Come on. I just want to, I mean, I think I love their channel. I love their channel. And what it is, I did, I think I did a review on some comments that were made about Priscilla that I didn't think were correct. So then we ended up talking to each other, me and AM Vintage. I don't know their names. My guess is AM, their initials, or is it AM meaning the old AM radio? But their channel, I've watched quite a lot of their channel, and I tell you what.
I'm so glad you got to join us, Lacey. I know I was like, oh.
This is the one I was watching.
I promise you something happens. Like I said, my daughter was in last weekend. She's always surprised. You know, I don't know why I get surprised, but I always think she's not going to come, and then she surprises me. So it was nice.
I think this girl, that girl that they're talking to, is like a super fan. And I just find their show brilliant.
And she meets this black woman who's struggling, but she has a dog.
See if we can.
Every day you go. That's how, yeah, people, the employees, they were like, you work here, don't you?
So as far as I can see, they're interviewing a super fan, yeah? And let me just show you their main page. Where are we? It's their description. So their description is, first of all, I'll show you what it looks like. AM Vintage, how are you going, guys? If you're watching this, I hope you're well. We love your show. We think you're a great couple. A very interesting show. Mainly Elvis, but not just Elvis. They also do a lot of vintage stuff. Let me read it for you guys. Who's looking? Hi guys, who's looking to go back in time with us? This channel provides entertainment for all those who love a vintage collection, retro pop culture, comedy from movies from the 50s to the 90s. There's traveling. We also dedicate this channel to Elvis Presley. See, so it's just a brilliant channel. It's definitely something we will like. We're, you know, people over 30s, for, you know, if you're into the vintage retro stuff, you're going to love their channel. They do a lot about Elvis and Priscilla. Very, very interesting channel. And I'm going to play you the video that I made thanking them, because they gave us a shout out and a thank you. They gave us a mention. So I'm going to play that for you now quickly, which I enjoyed making, actually. I like thank you videos. I always say this, guys, any channel that mentions us, Elvis channels especially, that gives us a shout out, I love it, because I do like to think that we could have an Elvis community of YouTube Elvis channels and TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. Like, I think I'm one of the few people that do it, but I'm trying to change that. I like it when the other channels, it could be Presley Mania, couldn't it, Rhonda? It could be Shauna. It could be Rare Elvis Photos or EP Fan Archive, obviously AM Vintage. I'm trying to think of ones that come to mind, but I want to create a community of channels that are trying to defend Elvis, defend the bloodline, but not just defending Elvis, also promoting Elvis and anything Elvis, keeping the dream out there, Elvis. Do you know what I mean? Keeping everyone talking about Elvis. So the more of us that give each other a shout, I think the better. I think it's great. So when a channel goes out of its way to give us a shout out, it actually makes my day. It really makes my day. It puts a massive smile on my face. It means a lot to me. Yeah, Angie's is another one. Angie's Tea and Tarot. She's always very kind. Love her channel. Obviously, we've got Serge Del Mar. He's we'd love it if he gave us a shout out. And even obviously Elvis Police. He's got a brilliant channel. He's just updated his name to Elvis Police. We're looking forward to your next video. Elvis Police, when will you be doing your next video? That's an interesting question. So if any Elvis channels watch us, Elvis defending channels, please give us a shout. Please give us a shout. Don't forget us. We enjoy giving you guys a shout out. We're not in competition. There's plenty of room for thousands of channels. It doesn't have to be defending Elvis. Yeah, I love promoting other channels. I love it. I never think, oh no, I don't want to promote a different channel because I'll lose subscribers or I'll lose views. I never think that. I always think, good luck to them. I wish them well. I hope their channel grows. I love helping channels grow. I love it. We transformed Angie's channel. Yeah. I'm so happy for that because she is lovely. Angie is lovely. She's a joy to listen to, a joy to watch. I love how Team Elvis have boosted her channel. But the reason they like her channel is because she's good. It's that simple. Her content is good. If she was rubbish, they wouldn't watch. They wouldn't watch. So she deserves it. Okay. I'm going to play AM Vintages. Thank you. You know, Hidden Minds is another one. Hidden Minds. We're going to play his new video. Renee at Hidden Minds. I don't know if you are all aware of him. Most of you are. He's fantastic. His channel's brilliant. It's grown from strength to strength. We're so proud of Hidden Minds, who was a small channel when we started talking about him, promoting him. And now he's got like 15,000 subscribers. He's even now introduced himself into his videos. He's talking himself. He's brilliant at editing. He's very smart with his research. Hidden Minds. Brilliant. Actually, I'm going to message him because I'm going to tell him that we're going to play his video today. We love Hidden Minds. We're talking about you. Let me... Right, I've just quickly messaged him. Actually, let's tell Deborah. Deborah, are you on? Let's tell Deborah. Who else can we just remind quickly? Right, we're alive. I'm just quickly telling a few people. I think Rose, you're on, yeah? Rose Finney, you're definitely with us, yeah? We've got Linda. I was about to make another Bob Joyce video tonight to bank in some of the rumors and lies. Yeah, Bob Joyce is very interesting, and he's on my friends. He's on my friends. Of course, I know that Bob Joyce is not Elvis, but I think he's a great guy. I'm a Christian man. I think he's a great guy. Yeah, we love Renee. Now, I'm going to play Renee's newest video as well, which is to do with Elvis's medication and his health problems. Brilliant video. So let's just go. Let me just... I know Diane likes to be reminded. Diane, are you on? Let's have a look. Well, tell Michelle. I can only tell a few of you, but guys, you all know. I always post it on the Defending Elvis. Let's get it on the Defending Elvis chat. So hopefully, and I post it on the Defending Elvis Facebook channel. You must join the Defending Elvis Facebook channel, guys. Let me just quickly do it. But you know, it's funny. I'll post it to loads of people, but then later, all of you will moan to me because you didn't get the notification. The YouTube notification is annoying. Hi, Ayisa. Okay. Right. Let's just... Right, I've just accepted Sue's friend request. Don't forget, guys, if any of you want to friend request me, go ahead. My name... I always accept friends requests. I just check that you guys are into Elvis, and then I accept, which you obviously are. So... Pamela, watching all these channels. I know. Well, it's a hobby, isn't it? If I wasn't watching all the different Elvis channels, I'd be watching a film, or I'll be walking the dogs. I'd be sat down on my phone. So the fact that I can focus in on the different Elvis channels, I like. Is the Bob Joyce that has commented here on the official YouTube channel? Just asking. I think it's him. The one that is friends with me. I think it's him. Yeah, we've had a few chats, and I think it's him. I could be wrong. I do think some of the people on the chat were not nice to him, so then he stopped commenting. But I think it's him. Right, so let's play the thank you. You know, I could be wrong, guys. I don't know, do I? I'm not in America. I'd love to go to America. So, right, I'm going to play a few things. We got a lot of stuff to go over. Yeah. Do you know what? SK, I'm not that fussed. I'm happy with the connection I have with that particular Bob Joyce channel. We've had a few chats. I think he's great. That's enough. That's good enough for me. I ain't going to say to anyone that it's definitely him. So, right. Okay. Now, you're welcome to message them. Right. Are we ready? We're going to say thank you to AM Vintage. Then we're going to play Hidden Mind stuff. Then we're going to read the Beck stuff. The Becks. Yeah? Guys, it's Louis at Defending Elvis Presley. I just want to give A&M Vintage a special thank you. They've given us a mention on their channel. This means everything to me. I really love it when other channels, especially Elvis channels, give us a shout out on their channel. Now A&M Vintage, they are just an amazing channel. I highly recommend them. And I wanted to just quickly say what they do, guys. Now, I found their description on YouTube, and it says vintage collecting, retro pop culture, comedy, movies, 50s to 90s, music and traveling. They just are a brilliant channel. I highly recommend them, guys. Thanks so much for giving us a shout out. A&M Vintage. Find them on YouTube and TikTok. Cheers, guys. All the best to you from the UK.
Also, before we show what we're going to show, we do want to send a shout out to our friend, if you guys watch his channel, which is Louis, the Elvis Defender. I don't know if you guys know who he is. You guys really need to check out his channel. He's awesome. What I like about him is that he does actually talk about us in his channel, but I don't think he's doing it in a bad way. I think he's just showing
He's got his own views. He's very respectful.
I've got my own views.
People that don't share the same.
which is probably us, right? Because we're kind of open as well. I know we've gotten slack for defending some things, whether it's Priscilla, whether it's Riley, whether it's whatever. But he seems to have a really open mind, and again, he shares his point of view. We respect everything he does, and he does that for us. So if you guys want to check out his channel, he's awesome too.
AM Vintage.
Where he talks about, I guess he's really good with
defending Elvis.
Yeah, his research and finding things. Yeah, when it comes to Elvis. Again, it's Louis. I don't know. He calls himself Louis, but I say Louis because I think that might be Louis, right? So he's also has a TikTok channel as well. So
and Instagram and Facebook and X. I tell you what, I love them. What SK? You say that they're your live stream friends. Do you know their names? I want to know their names. What are their names? Because when I was trying to find their name, couldn't find it anywhere. They are just I'm guessing they're married. Yeah, husband, wife. Their channel is just proper interesting, guys. It isn't just Elvis stuff. It's proper vintage, retro. They go out and do live streams. They go out and do videos out and about, shopping, vintage items. Adam and Maria. Why couldn't I find that? I was looking everywhere. I did say the A&M is probably their initials. I couldn't find it anywhere, but I have sent them that personally. I've messaged them on TikTok. So Adam and Marie, brilliant, love it. I wonder what nationality Marie is. You know, my parents are Greek Cypriot, so Marie is a pretty Greek name. I wonder what nationality she is. SK, do you know what nationality she is? My parents are from Cyprus. Yeah. Spanish Mexican, right? Well, I love them. They're a lovely couple to watch. I enjoy watching them. I like their opinions. They got good opinions. Their review of the book From Here to the Great Unknown was really good. They did a review on the book From Here to the Great Unknown. It was great. It was really good. They know their stuff, guys. They know their stuff. They are more careful with their views on Priscilla. Obviously, I'm pretty like gung-ho on Priscilla. I'm very much trying to expose Priscilla's wrongdoing. I don't hate Priscilla, but I want to expose the wrongdoing to defend Elvis. They're a bit more careful, but they have messaged me and said they fully support what we do. They fully support what we do here at defending Elvis Presley, which says a lot. That speaks volumes to me, because obviously I'm quite strong-minded. I'm very passionate on my views when it comes to Elvis and Priscilla. So them saying that they support what we do says a lot. Now, Vibex doesn't have enough time in the day. Even me, guys, I struggle because my wife is on my case. My wife is on my case. She'll walk in and give me like starey eyes because she thinks I'm doing it too much. So I play a balancing act with my wife with my passion for this channel. So yeah, not always popular in the house, but it is what it is, guys. So, oh, have you got your coffees? Have you got your coffees? Everyone, get a tea, get a coffee. Right, next one is Hidden Minds. Then we're going to do the Beck stuff. Then we're going to go on to some topics. Now, I'm warning you, as long as my wife doesn't attack me, this is going to be a long live. So tell your friends. Tell the other people that to join us. If you're friend requested with other people that are on our subscribers to our channel, please tell them. I just want to quickly say that the membership is improving. You guys know I'm trying to hit 100. I really do want you guys to become members. It's the lowest amount of money. It's $1, but not just that. YouTube take half of it. So it's not like I'm doing this because I get loads of money. Well, you're going to have to make another coffee, Vivex, because this is going to be a long show, Vivex. So I just want to say we now have, I reckon, it's saying 67. I reckon we've got 70 members, because what it does, it's always a few days behind. I think we've got 70 members now, 70. When we hit 100, we are doing one-on-one live streams with just members. We're going to do at least one a week, just members. And we're going to try and make them different, yeah? So I'm not sure what, maybe a competition, maybe a prize giveaway. We're just going to do something different, maybe a disco. But when we do these live streams with members, we're going to do it differently. So we still got 30 more people. We want to get to 100 members. Come on, guys, it's $1. And you can cancel at any time. You can cancel at any time. This isn't a money-making thing. It's $1, yeah? And we're not talking thousands of members here. There's 70 at the most, yeah? So you work it out, guys. I'm almost 100 subscribers since changing my channel name. I hear 100 is excellent. But when you start posting some videos, SK, you'll see a difference. If you want to get quick subscribers, make some shorts. Yeah? Introduce yourself into your videos. You'll be surprised. People relate to a real person. They do. This is what I think also helped Renee's channel. Because Renee at Hidden Minds, when he first started, wasn't using his face, his image, his voice. He was doing it all artificial intelligence. Yeah. One of the suggestions I made to him when we became friends was, look, you need to get yourself in your own videos. I think it will make a difference. He was nervous. He was nervous, but he did it. His channel now is massive. I think Renee's channel is going to overtake mine with subscribers. We've got about 27,000. Well, he's on about 15,000 already, and it's only been months. He's going to go past me. He's going to be 30, 40,000 subscribers, Renee is. So it makes a big difference, but you do need to post the videos. If you don't post videos, you won't get growth. You must post videos at least one a week. At least one a week. At least one a week. Yeah. So I'm just quickly reading your comments. So anyway, so please, guys, please join. And then the other thing is, anyone that has sent me a super thank you or a thank you, it means a lot to me, guys. The Bex, a few of you sent me a coffee. So the Bex has been very generous to me. Thank you so much, Vivek. Me and Vivek were pals. We've been on this for a while. Obviously, there's a few of you guys that have been very kind to me. You know, Pamela has been kind and sent me a coffee. And we've got Emily has sent me a coffee. And Jane. And Tonya. And Linda. Linda Cudden as well. And Elizabeth. Just, I'm very, very grateful. Very grateful when you guys do anything that show me that you like what I do, that my 6 hours a day effort is keeping you guys happy. It does mean a lot to me. It does, seriously. It just shows, makes me feel appreciated. Yeah. So anyway, let's go to, let's have a look. We're going to play two things from Renee. First of all, now me and Renee had a discussion. We were just talking about topics. And I said to Renee, why not do some videos on Elvis's medical history? Because I don't think there's enough information out there about Elvis's medical history, about the different tablets, pills, prescribed medication that he was taking. I think there's too many people in the world that think Elvis is an out-and-out drug addict, yeah? That he basically killed himself overdosing and taking hundreds of different types of tablets. Now, I want the world to know that Elvis was seriously, chronically ill and unwell and sick, and there was a good reason why he took so many tablets. I want the world to understand why Elvis took tablets for his insomnia, tablets to wake up, tablets to give him energy, tablets to help him perform, tablets for his constipation, tablets for his glaucoma, his liver wasn't working right, he's had breathing difficulties. I want the world to understand this wasn't just a guy trying to get stoned, trying to get off his face, or this wasn't a guy taking street drugs. Did he abuse the painkillers, the uppers, the downers, the sleeping pills? Maybe, yeah, but he also took medication, prescribed medication that he really did need, guys. He really did need. He was unwell. We've got this A1 immune thing that is mentioned in Sally Hoddle's book, Destined to Die Young. And then you've got Dr. Forrest Tennant's book that goes into the medical history of Elvis, that goes way back through his bloodline, the Smiths. There's a lot to understand about why Elvis needed so much medication, why he felt that he relied on medication from a very young age. There's now proof that he was unwell as a child, yeah, and as a teenager. Now, yes, we know that things took a hold in his 30s, that his medical problems really started to come out, and Elvis was desperate, and he was between a rock and a hard place. He didn't know which way to turn. The only answer he had was the doctors, the pills, the nurses. He was in a lot of pain and discomfort. He wanted to ease his pain, ease his discomfort. He wanted to go to the toilet. He couldn't go to the toilet. A twisted colon, a megacolon. And also he wanted to sleep. He needed to relax. Elvis was being overworked, doing too many shows a day, especially in Vegas, 2-3 shows a day. So he was taking pills to wake up, to go to sleep, to relax, to give him energy. Same when he was making the movies. The schedule, he was doing up to 3 movies a year, 2 to 3 movies a year through the 1960s. So he needed energy. He needed to get up and go so he could perform whilst they were making these movies. There was a lot of traveling. He needed to stay up while they traveled. So in the 50s and 60s and 70s, it wasn't unusual to take a tablet to give you energy, to wake you up, to take a tablet to go to sleep, to ensure that you can fall asleep and relax, because Elvis had insomnia and anxiety. So people try and call Elvis a drug addict, but Elvis felt there was a reason for everything he took, whether it be to sleep, to give him an energy boost, to wake him up, to make him feel clear-headed, to ease his pain and discomfort. Elvis was in extreme pain. Sometimes Elvis was very desperate, like, oh my God, what do I do? He felt like he was going to die at any moment, heart attack. There's even a rumor that he could have had bone cancer. Elvis had many, many medical problems. So when me and Renee were discussing things, yeah, don't give up the Becks. Never give up the Becks. Yes. When me and Renee were discussing things, we come up with this idea of making medical. Renee, we're just about to play your stuff. Good timing, my friend. Renee is here. Renee, you're going to be star for the next 10 minutes. We're talking about how you and me discussed this new project of you doing loads of research using the book, Sally Hoddle's book, Destined to Die Young, and Forrest Tennant's book, which I don't even know the name of it. Renee, what is the name of Forrest Tennant's book? I always forget it. And how you come up with this new project. So I'm going to play 2 videos. One of you talking about this new project, and then we're going to play your newest video about Elvis's medical health problems. Now, guys, Renee's on channel now. His name's Renee, of course, and it's Hidden Minds. You must subscribe to his channel. Okay. I hope you've all got a coffee. Renee, I hope you got a coffee. Right. Okay. So, look, we haven't even started yet, and it's like we're 42 minutes in. We haven't even started. My God, my wife's going to tell me off. Okay. Let's find it. And I am going to try and read your comments. I do miss a lot of comments. I'm very sorry. I do miss a lot of your comments because they fly by and I'm trying to talk to you and then I'm trying to research on my phone. So it's like I miss loads. But what I do, guys, just so you know, where are we? What I do when the live stream ends, I do go through all the comments and read them. So if I've missed your comments, don't worry, because after the live stream finishes, I go back and I read them. And if you guys want to see the live stream comments, they always come up on the next day. The day after the video, they do come up. So you can read these comments the next day. Right. Okay. We need to start, otherwise we're never going to start. Let's just find it. So, right, okay. Hi guys, defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. The name's Louis. I love it when other channels mention our channel. So we have Renee at Hidden Minds. He's starting a new project based on Elvis Presley's medical health problems. So check him out, guys. Hidden Minds on YouTube has a fantastic YouTube channel defending Elvis Presley and much, much more. Thanks a lot, Renee. Have a great day.
Hey everyone, big news for Hidden Minds. We're diving into a new project, taking a closer look at the prescribed medications Elvis needed due to his health struggles. This idea came from Louis from the YouTube channel Defending Elvis Presley. Big thanks to him for the inspiration. We'll cover everything in detail with insights from medical experts like Dr. Forrest Tennant and author Sally Huddle, giving you a full picture of why these medications were prescribed. Stay tuned. It's going to reveal a side of Elvis many don't know about.
Okay, right now we're going to play the actual video. Now remember, I always say this, that this is Renee's video from his channel, Hidden Mind. I'm only going to play it once. I want Renee to get the views for his video on his channel. Yeah, so his channel benefits. But I'm using this as an opportunity to promote Hidden Minds, and I think it's very interesting viewing for you guys together on this live stream. I think, and I have watched this a few times. I love it. Remember what we're trying to do here. This is Renee's work. Renee has put in tens of hours of work to create his videos. Now, Renee's channel is excellent. Hidden Minds, it doesn't just do medical videos. He does loads of all different kinds of topics around Elvis. Yeah. So please jump over and subscribe to Renee. Off we go. Now, Renee, I'm going to put you on the spot now, my friend.
Captivated millions with his music and charisma. But behind the scenes, he was a man struggling with serious health problems that many never knew about. Was Elvis just another star caught up in addiction, or was there more to the story? Thanks to Louis from the YouTube channel Defending Elvis Presley for the idea. Today, we take an in-depth look at the medications Elvis was prescribed, why he needed them, and just how powerful these treatments were.
Pain management. One of the most pressing and relentless challenges Elvis faced was chronic pain. This wasn't a temporary discomfort. It was a debilitating condition tied to several severe health issues, including advanced arthritis, which affected his joints and mobility. Persistent back pain from spinal problems that stemmed from his active and high-energy performances, and a condition known as megacolon, an enlarged colon that caused severe gastrointestinal pain and discomfort. On top of this, his genetic condition, alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency, impacted his liver and lungs, exacerbating overall inflammation and pain. To manage this constant pain, Elvis was prescribed some of the strongest painkillers available at the time. Demerol, meperidine, and dilaudid, hydromorphone, were central to his pain management regimen. Demerol offered rapid relief, but was known for its highly addictive properties. Dilaudid, even more potent than morphine, was prescribed for its effectiveness in tackling severe pain. However, its strength came with significant risks of dependency, respiratory depression, and other side effects that could impair daily functioning. Codeine provided milder pain relief and was also used as a cough suppressant. This medication was particularly helpful in managing respiratory symptoms linked to alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency. Percodan, oxycodone with aspirin, combined the pain-relieving properties of oxycodone with the anti-inflammatory effects of aspirin, making it a dual-action medication for managing joint and muscle pain from arthritis. These medications were not casual or optional. They were necessary for Elvis to get through the day. They allowed him to manage the severe pain that came with conditions that would be overwhelming for most people: sedatives and sleep aids. Insomnia was another major battle for Elvis, fueled by stress, chronic pain, and the demands of his relentless career. His sleep issues were compounded by heart disease and conditions like alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency, which impacted his overall health and comfort. To achieve rest, he was prescribed some of the most potent sedatives of his time: Nembutal, pentobarbital, and secobarbital, were barbiturates known for their powerful sedative effects. They worked quickly and effectively to induce sleep, which Elvis needed desperately. However, these medications carried a high potential for addiction and could lead to severe side effects, including respiratory depression and overdose, if not carefully monitored. Placidil, ethchlorvinol, and Quaalude, methaqualone, were used when barbiturates weren't enough. While effective for short-term relief, these drugs were highly addictive, with potential side effects including dizziness, drowsiness, and dependency. Amytal, amobarbital, another barbiturate, was employed when other sleep aids failed. Its sedative effects were strong, helping him achieve deeper sleep, but it came with risks of dependency. and a host of side effects that could affect cognitive and physical performance the following day. These medications allowed Elvis to rest, but they often left him groggy and disoriented, creating a need for stimulants during the day to maintain energy. Anti-anxiety and muscle relaxants. Anxiety and muscle tension were major hurdles for Elvis, exacerbated by the pressure of being a global icon and the physical toll of his performances. His anxiety was further complicated by heart issues and muscle spasms that often accompanied his physical pain. Valium, diazepam, was a strong benzodiazepine that served as both an anti-anxiety medication and muscle relaxant. It was effective in reducing stress and easing the muscle tension that came with his rigorous performances. However, Valium's strength also meant that it could lead to dependency with prolonged use, contributing to sedation and other side effects. Librium, chlordiazepoxide, another benzodiazepine, helped manage anxiety and maintain a sense of calm before shows. While it was effective for controlling stress, its long-term use posed risks of dependency and withdrawal symptoms. These medications provided Elvis with the mental and physical stability he needed to perform, but they also reinforced a cycle where the calming effects during performances were offset by the grogginess and sedation that followed. Stimulants for energy. To counteract the sedative effects and fight off daytime fatigue, a problem worsened by heart disease and the impact of alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency, Elvis relied on powerful stimulants. Ritalin, methylphenidate, was a potent stimulant that improved focus and energy levels. It enabled Elvis to stay sharp and alert during demanding performances. However, Ritalin's use came with risks such as increased heart rate, nervousness, and dependency, which were especially concerning given his existing cardiac issues. Dexedrine, dextroamphetamine, provided additional energy and was often used to keep up with the rigorous pace of tours and recording sessions. While effective for maintaining energy, prolonged use could strain the heart and contribute to insomnia, creating a complicated balance with his sedative use. These stimulants were essential for Elvis to function and meet the demands of his career, but they also added to the cycle of dependency that complicated his health. Other health treatments. Elvis's health problems were not limited to pain, insomnia, and anxiety. He had an array of chronic conditions that needed continuous management. Antihistamines like Benadryl, diphenhydramine, helped manage allergy symptoms and sinus congestion, important for vocal quality and addressing glaucoma symptoms. However, antihistamines have sedative effects that added to his overall drowsiness. Corticosteroids were prescribed for inflammation related to arthritis and heart issues. These medications were effective in reducing pain and swelling, but could weaken the immune system when used long-term. Laxatives and stool softeners, such as Dulcolax and Calas, were necessary to manage chronic constipation due to megacolon, which was aggravated by opioid use. These medications were vital for his digestive health. Antibiotics were often required to fight infections, as Elvis's compromised immune system left him vulnerable, potentially due to alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency. Managing glaucoma required continuous treatment to prevent vision loss. The combination of heart disease and an enlarged colon further complicated his treatment plan, affecting how his body metabolized medications and increasing the risk of side effects.
So, was Elvis Presley just another celebrity who fell victim to addiction? Or was there more to the story? The reality, as shown through the research of experts like Dr. Forrest Tennant and Sally Huddle, reveals a man dealing with an array of severe health challenges that required extensive medical intervention. His use of powerful medications wasn't about excess, it was about survival. These prescriptions were responses to real, painful, and often debilitating conditions, including heart disease, arthritis, alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency, glaucoma, and an enlarged colon. Thanks to Louis from the YouTube channel Defending Elvis Presley for inspiring this deeper dive into the true story behind Elvis's medication. He wasn't just a rock star lost to addiction. He was a human being fighting an uphill battle, using the tools available in his time to continue sharing his talent with the world. Thank you for watching. If you find this exploration insightful, Please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's continue uncovering the real stories behind this legend here on Hidden Minds.
Come on, guys. That was so good. Seriously, guys. I have to say a few points. Now, I love the way Renee wraps it up and tells us straight. Elvis needed the medications. How many fans, even Elvis fans, actually secretly think that Elvis was an addict? Right, 1 second. My wife's just back. Let's just let the dogs. I'm going to let the dogs out so they get us. Come on. Here we go. Come on then. Come on. Sorry, I'm still live at the moment. Right, so he's not, as long as he's not barking, doesn't matter. So I've been with Rio for a while. Right, guys, I'm back. So, how much, seriously, guys, I ask you this. How many of you, even you guys now watching, how many of you actually think, oh, come on, he was a druggie, he was an addict? Yeah, seriously, how many of you on here now think, nah, he was a druggie, drugs killed him? Because I hear it all the time. I hear it all the time. I even hear it from Elvis fans. This is what I hear from some Elvis fans. No, he was a druggie. He liked little girls. Yeah, I hear this from Elvis fans. But because he was famous and a great singer, and beautiful to look at, people go, oh, you know, we'll excuse it because he was so gifted and talented and loved. I do, but I don't accept that. I don't accept Elvis fans saying he was a druggie. I don't accept Elvis fans saying he liked little girls. Don't accept it. My thing is, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Go and do your research. Find out the truth. That's my attitude. Find out the truth. Do proper research. Understand what really went on with Priscilla. Obviously, we've got this book gives us an alternate time of Priscilla's life in 1959, what may have gone on. But then we've got this book. Let me just get it for you guys. Then we've got this book that has Priscilla's version of events. Now remember, Priscilla wrote this book. Elvis Presley can't defend himself. Priscilla's writing a book while Elvis is dead, a man that she divorced, that she was unfaithful to, that we think she's tarnished his image and reputation for over 40 years, guys. So people will pick out bits in this book to make Elvis look bad, to call him a druggie, a pedophile, an angry rapist, a groomer, a controller. They'll use this book of lies, to belittle Elvis. Now, the reason I like Renee's video, Hidden Minds, because I feel that there needs to be much more research and videos done to show Elvis was no addict, not in the way that the normal person sees an addict, a street addict, an addict that would shoot up on heroin or coke, yeah, or crack. That wasn't Elvis. Elvis, in his own mind, had a good reason for every pill he took. Every pill he took. Now, we've got Dave has just mentioned that he has trouble getting to sleep. The main cause of falling asleep is anxiety as well, isn't it? We're overthinking, yeah? Now, you put yourself in Elvis's shoes, yeah? And this is why I like Renee's video, because Renee is saying, no, there's a reason Elvis felt that he should take these pills. And I want to discuss it further. Let me just quickly check your comments. So let's have a look. Let's just check your comments, guys, because we're going to delve into this. And Renee, I really want to thank you, because that video was bloody good. I give you a 10 out of 10. I'll give you a gold star. That was a brilliant video. You've done a lot of work. I love the way you broke it all down, and you've also included talking about the side effects and the reason he took them. Just a brilliant video, Renee. So let's just have a look. So I asked you guys the question, how many of you thought Elvis was a druggie? And what I mean by that is a street druggie, not someone who needed medication, who may have overtaken his medication, not someone who had become addicted to medication. I'm talking an outright druggie that just wanted to get stoned, high, off his face, out of it, just for the sake of that. I'm not talking about somebody who was trying to ease their pain, ease their constipation, ease their discomfort, ease all the different ailments that Elvis had, wanting to go to sleep, wanting energy, wanting to relax. Yeah, I'm talking, come on then, let's go and get stoned. That Elvis was not that. Elvis was against street drugs. He was against addicts that were getting high for the sake of getting high. Yeah. So this is the mix up with the general public. Oh, Elvis just wanted to get stoned. No, you had a guy in the 50s before the army years who was taking uppers so he could travel between the different performances. With Red West, they were taking tablets to stay awake because they were driving through the night. Then you know that in the army, they prescribed these tablets to keep them up all night through the maneuvers. Yeah. Elvis always had very serious insomnia. Yeah. Serious insomnia. He couldn't go to sleep. So he would take sleeping tablets. Not a big deal. How many of you guys took sleeping tablets in the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s? Even now, how many of you guys take sleeping tablets? You get what I'm saying, guys? So people pass him off as a druggie because he wanted to sleep, because he needed energy so he could perform. Elvis was performing every day, sometimes 2-3 concerts a day. So he took a pill to boost him. So he would be, it's a bit like having a few drinks, isn't it? You have 3 or 4 Bacardis, suddenly you're alert and you want to have fun. I used to have a few drinks when I DJ. It wasn't because I was an alcoholic. My point is, it's Elvis Presley, the rock star, yeah? The most famous man in the world. He's traveling from destination to destination. He needed some help. Then he went through the movie years, the 60s, making 2 to 3 movies a year. He needed help. He was on these sets. The days were long and hard. They were trying to make a movie within 3 months. He needed a bit of help to keep him awake. He wanted to guarantee that he fell asleep. So he would take his sleeping tablets. He had medical problems, so he would take painkillers to ease his medical problems. He had problems going to the toilet, guys. So he would take steroids and other things to help him go to the toilet. He was in serious pain and discomfort. So he would take tablets to ease his pain. When he would wake up in the morning, he was so groggy and sleepy, but he had to go and perform or had to go and make a movie. So he would take something to wake him up. So you've got to put yourself in Elvis's life. That, don't forget, then you've also got the pressures of Graceland, living at Graceland, looking after all the family members, all the cousins, uncles, aunties, the Memphis Mafia, girlfriend. There was always this pressure on Elvis. So Elvis's way out in the 50s, 60s, 70s was to take something to get him through the day, to take quite a few tablets to get him through the day. Yes, it snowballed and snowballed as we get into the late 70s. Yeah, so 73, 74, no, mid 70s. There's a lot of side effects with these tablets, with this medication. It's starting to catch up with him. It's really taking a toll on his body. He also, if you look at the Sally Hoddle book, Destined to Die Young, and Dr. Forrest Tennant's book, Elvis had genetically inherited some serious abnormalities from his mother, from his mother's parents. He had I think Renee mentioned it as the, I think, was it the auto, what was the name? Renee, are you still here? Can you tell me what that thing he inherited from the Smiths? The Smith bloodline of Elvis. It happened to his mother. Don't forget, his mother died very young. I think she was 46. She also had serious medical problems that people didn't understand. They tried to call her an alcoholic. She had a damaged liver, etc. Now, she was seriously unwell. She had inherited genetic problems, just like her parents. So this isn't just a guy who just took pills to get through the day. This is a guy who took pills to get through the day that also was very chronically sick. Now, the real true sickness didn't come out and start to really show in Elvis until he got into his 30s. So if you look, don't forget, Elvis died at 42. If you look at Elvis's life, yeah, from 19 years old, and you follow his career right until he gets to the 68 comeback special, and then a bit further when he does the 1969 Vegas comeback. He's slim, he's tanned, he looks very fit, he's agile, he's very alert. If you look at him in the movies, there's nothing wrong with that man in his mid to late 30s. Now remember, he died at 42. So Elvis didn't really get ill, properly unwell, I would say, until the last 4 years of his life. You could see he wasn't right. So Elvis, out of his 42 years, probably 4 to 5 of them he wasn't well. The last 3 years, it was very evident, very clear he wasn't well. But this is a man who spent his whole life looking fit and healthy and slim, and if you listen to his interviews, was completely normal. No slurred speech, no drowsiness, no puffy face, puffy body, puffy tummy. It was right at the end of his life, the last years of his life. The side effects of the medication had taken its toll. So then you had a very unwell looking man. Yeah. So the whole world are blaming Elvis, calling him a drug addict, saying that he binges on quarter-pound burgers and peanut butter and jelly and banana sandwiches and giant packs of bacon. So this is the image that the public are left with, this horrific image of a bloated man, massively overweight, completely drugged off his face, and that he's a paedophile. Yeah, that's the image we are left with as fans. So whenever we speak to anybody who is a non-Elvis fan, we have to defend him, because the first thing they say was, oh, wasn't he a serial adulterer that was a paedophile that was binging on burgers, that was shooting up drugs? This is why we're defending Elvis Presley, because the image being portrayed to the general public is so far from the truth. We have to defend him. We have to jump in there and say, no, this is not fair. It's wrong. Yeah, we've been misled. We've been told lies. Then you've got books that are also supporting the lies. Yeah, like Priscilla's book. Yeah, you've even, I would say, even in Linda Thompson's book, even Linda Thompson's book has things in it that should not be in it that I think are incorrect. Yeah. Then we have other books coming out that are showing more of a truth. Yeah, an alternate truth. Because you guys know that I think this book is a pack of lies. It's bullshit. Elvis was dead when this was written. He can't defend himself. Elvis cannot defend himself against the lies in this book, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes. And then we have this book that makes us understand more about the truth. So it's a long speech, guys, but what am I really trying to say? Elvis was no street addict. The public image and reputation is wrong. The public perception of Elvis is wrong. And the only way we can change it is by defending him. And this is why I think we need to share with other channels like Hidden Minds, AM Vintage, Rare Elvis Photos, Presley Mania, Tenderly Loving Elvis, any channel that wants to get the truth out there so we can see the real man for who he was. The real man for who he was, guys. So you get where I'm going. I'm going to read some of your comments. And I hope what I've just said to you makes you understand where I'm coming from. And this is why I suggested to Renee that we discuss his medication, his medical history, the types of tablets he was taking, why he was taking them, the side effects. Renee has done a bloody good job of it. I'm very, very impressed. Right, let's read some of your comments, guys. That was quite a long bit of waffle from me. Let's have a look. So SK of Elvis Police says Elvis was very well studied on medication and was said to have had read the physician's desk reference of prescriptions medication. Yeah, we know about this. This is very true. Jerry Schilling mentions it quite a few times that Elvis, they call it the PDR, yeah? And he was an expert on the tablets that he took. Renee, yes, it might have been my idea, but it was your hard work that created that video, and I hope you do more. Let's just have a look. Louis, back in the 50s and 60s, there was a pill for everything. Very soon, women, mainly mums, weren't on Seropex. Emily, I think it's the same now. I think it's the same now. In 2024, there's a pill for everything. Things haven't changed. When friends and family tell me what medication they take, I'm like, you're doing more harm than good. You're doing more harm than good because all of it is addictive. All of it has side effects. People take sleeping tablets, then they need more to sleep. People take painkillers, then they need more painkillers because they get used to them. So I'm a believer in eat well, eat the right foods. That's why I'm into carnivore diet and keto diet, because I'm a believer if you eat the right foods, you don't need any medication. And I've proved it because by changing my diet and eating the correct foods, the keto diet, the carnivore diet, I'm now medication free. So the whole world are relying on pills to fix their bodies. My mother was the same. My mother was the same. You would walk into my mother's room, there'd be 50 different pill bottles. Because to them, it was like, oh yeah, take this, you'll get better. Oh yeah, take this, you'll get better. No, it made her more ill. It made her more unwell. So let's keep going, guys. About Elvis's autopsy, when it's 50 years up, I was 16, 1977. I didn't have no clue of Elvis. Yeah. Let's have a look. Okay. Like a multi-video chat screen. All right, yeah, this is Vivek's idea. Yeah. That would be really interesting, wouldn't it? Let's try and catch up. So, SK says no one worked and suffered harder to please the fans. That's right. But remember, you know, Elvis loved being Elvis. Elvis loved performing. He loved his fans. Elvis loved his life. But he was a human being. So when he was in pain, he had no energy and he couldn't sleep. And he was being, I think, mistreated by Priscilla, because I think the way Elvis was treated by Priscilla Presley is disgusting. So of course that would have come with anxiety and depression, of course. You know, his daughter was taken away from him. Could you imagine the hell that was for him? Priscilla demanded a divorce and ran off with Mike Stone. Could you imagine the hell that Elvis went through? But still Elvis had to face the world. Priscilla had been unfaithful with Steve Peck, the dance instructor, in 1968. Elvis had to face the world. He just got married. He just had a baby. And his thanks was his wife to have an affair with the dance instructor, Steve Peck, which she's admitting in her book. But then he goes on to do the 68 comeback special, which was fantastic, phenomenal. The best comeback in history. Then the Mike Stone thing happens. Right in the middle of Elvis, at the height of his game, he had come back with the Vegas comeback in '69. It was a massive success, still a massive success in 70, in 71, 72, massive success. And what's happening during this time? Priscilla is run off with Mike Stone, took his daughter, demanding millions of pounds. This is all going on while Elvis is at the height of his career. So he hid it well. He hid it well. But the way Priscilla treated Elvis was disgusting, in my opinion. Some of you will have different opinions. Some of you bring up the fact that he was unfaithful. But I say this to you. Up until 66, Elvis clearly felt like a single man. I think someone might have sent me a clip. Up until 1966, Elvis was a single man. Eventually, he commits to Priscilla, decides that he, I think this might be it. Eventually, he commits to Priscilla. She gets pregnant. The baby is born. They get married, obviously. They're engaged. Then 8 to 10 weeks after, it could be 6 to 10 weeks after Lisa Marie's born, she's unfaithful. Priscilla is unfaithful. So imagine the hell that was for Elvis. And it just got worse and worse for him. Because obviously Mike Stone, the karate champion, and she takes Lisa Marie away from Elvis. Yeah, this is all going on whilst Elvis is there trying to look beautiful in the most successful Vegas run ever. Yeah, 69, 70, 71, 72. I mean, they were sell out till he died. Yeah, but my point is Elvis is dealing with this. So he turned to the pills, he turned to the medication to help him. I just want to read this comment. Priscilla Bulow's parents wrote to Vernon Presley and asked if their daughter could visit Elvis during spring vacation. The invitation was made and Priscilla moved into a suite of rooms in Graceland East Wing, again at the request of her parents. Hang on, guys, wait for the dog to stop. I told you it was going to be a long show, guys. Again, at the request of her parents and with the blessings of Vernon and Priscilla, remained at the mansion and enrolled at Immaculate Conception High School in Memphis for her senior years. She and Elvis continued a sometimes fiery romantic relationship during those months, but Elvis was not hesitant about dates with film co-stars or any other girl who caught his fancy. Priscilla graduated and went back to live with her parents at various stateside bases while Elvis dashed around town with Anne Margaret. But Priscilla's visits to the film sets or whatever else happened to be were becoming more and more frequent. So this is the reason I've read that. Elvis didn't, people say, oh, Elvis was unfaithful. No, because when Priscilla moved to Graceland when she was nearly 18 in, I think, 1963 or the end of 62. Yeah. Elvis had girlfriends. Priscilla knew it. Priscilla knew she was moving to Graceland. Elvis never committed to Priscilla. Let me just wait for the dogs to stop. I'll tell you what, I'm enjoying my coffee, guys. Elvis never committed to Priscilla as a boyfriend, as a fiance. So the people that say to me, oh, he was unfaithful, I'm saying this. No. When she moved over, so 63, 62, 63, 64, 65. So the wife's just taking the dogs out. They always have a nice bark before they go out because they're excited. So what I'm trying to say is between 62, 3, 4, 5, even up to 6, for 5 years, Priscilla was living with Elvis, probably 4 years actually, as a single woman. Yeah, Elvis was seriously interested in Priscilla, and he had made promises to Priscilla. But it wasn't until they got engaged in December 1966 where he said, right, that's it. I'm going to change. I'm going to be loyal and faithful. I'm going to get married. I'm going to have a child. So he eventually keeps up with his promises, fulfills his promises. Think about it, guys. He's still making the movies. It's the 60s. So he's trying to get back to Graceland to visit Priscilla as often as possible because she gets pregnant on the night of the wedding. We've all seen the wedding on YouTube and the birth. So during the 9 months while Priscilla was pregnant, he's trying to get back. We know about his converted bus. He preferred to use the bus to travel from the film sets back to Memphis or whichever other homes they were in. Obviously, there were other homes that they stayed at. And Elvis wanted to be there for the pregnancy. Then he's very excited about the birth of Lisa Marie Presley. Really excited, like really looking forward to it. Very nervous about the birth. He plans the birth when it's time for her to be taken to the hospital for the birth. He plans it almost like a military invasion. Yeah. So she's born. Beautiful Lisa Marie is born. The whole world sees it. Video footage and pictures all around the world on every tabloid, every magazine, every TV news clip. Elvis is a very, very proud father. He's been faithful. I repeat, in 67, May 67, they got married. Till the day that baby was born, he's faithful. Yeah? The baby's born. Beautiful Lisa Marie. The baby's born. It's the happiest thing that ever happened to Elvis. The number one thing that happened to Elvis is the fact they had Lisa Marie Presley. That is a fact. We all know that. Then 6 to 10 weeks later, Priscilla is unfaithful with Steve Peck, the dance instructor. Yeah? 6 to 10 weeks later. This was the beginning of everything going wrong, I think. I think this had a massive impact on him with medication, with prescribed pills, with painkillers, with uppers, with downers. Then it carries on. Elvis, once Priscilla has been unfaithful so blatantly and it's so humiliating, they go into this, I call it the fake marriage mode. They have this fake marriage for a couple of years. Elvis isn't being faithful anymore. He doesn't want to sleep with her because she's been with another man. This lie that is repeatedly said that he wouldn't sleep with a woman that has had a child is bullshit. He definitely went on to sleep with other women that had a baby, including Susan Hennon and others. And Elvis then on was just unfaithful then because he felt like the marriage was over, it was broken, but he was trying to be the good father for Lisa Marie. He was trying to keep a public face on for the public because he didn't want to be seen as a man in a broken marriage, in a failed marriage, especially so soon after Lisa Marie was born, 6 to 10 weeks. So soon after they had been married. Was it 10 months after the marriage? So the fake marriage doesn't work out. They even have a fake honeymoon, fake holiday. They visit Muhammad Ali, Tom Jones. They go to the award ceremony, you know, where he does the speech, every dream I ever dreamt, all that. And eventually Priscilla goes running down the road, chasing after Mike Stone, the karate champion, with Lisa Marie in tow. And the medication just spirals and spirals and gets worse and worse, really, from then on. Yeah, I do think that the ripple effects of Priscilla being unfaithful to Elvis in 1968 with the dance instructor, Steve Peck, which he's admitted in the book, Elvis and Me, and then the next one, Mike Stone, the karate champion, the most humiliating person she could have ever picked, the karate champion, Mike Stone, who was married. His wife was pregnant. I know you've heard it all before, guys, but we have to keep repeating it. She wasn't just pregnant. She had a 4-year-old daughter as well. So Priscilla, wanting sex with a man, also broke up Mike Stone's marriage with Francis Stone, broke up her own marriage, dragged Lisa Marie away from Elvis, the father. You can't make it up, guys. So that makes you try and understand why Elvis relied on medication. Not just because of his medical problems in his body, his mental health problems, the depression, the anxiety that he was going through because of the horrific way that he was treated. But Elvis is blamed. Oh, it's your fault. You're a druggie. You're unfaithful. You're an abuser, a groomer, a controller. Yeah? Elvis is the victim. Elvis is the victim, not Priscilla. But the Priscilla book clearly makes her the victim. The Priscilla film clearly makes her the victim. She's not the victim. Elvis was the victim, which is why we're here, guys, which is why we're defending Elvis Presley. Right, let's try and go through some more comments. Okay. Yeah, so like SK says, you do become dependent on medication. You do become dependent on painkillers and sleeping pills and uppers and downs and the medication you're on, whatever it is. I'm no doctor. There's many medications he probably became dependent on, like all of us. Okay, so I'm just trying to catch up with your comments. All right. Oh yeah, you guys have got an election. Is the election today or tomorrow, guys? I don't know. I don't follow politics. Is it? I'm not going to really get into politics. Let's have a look. So today I don't follow politics. So right. So today is election day in America. Okay. I didn't know that. I'm so clueless when it comes to politics, guys. Right, I'm going to play another video and I'll warm up my coffee. I'm waffling on, guys, but I am very passionate. But I really thank Renee for that video. And I want to see more videos like that defend Elvis when it comes to the reason he took so many different pills. The reason. Yeah. Right. Next topic. The Bex. I promised the Bex I would read her letter, but I think I'll play her video. She sent me a video. The Bex, are you still there? The Bex. She also sent me a video. I'm going to play that as well. The Bex, are you there? Where are you? Come on, girl. Wake up. Let's have a look. Let's go. The Bex, we're going to do this. Right, let's have a look. First of all, she sent me a video, which I'm trying to find. Let's check it on the emails. Where are we? Where are we? Let me check your emails, the Bex. The Bex, can you resend it or not? The video, the one with the video. Let's have a look. Vivek sent me a link to a video, but they always seem to disappear. Aha, is that it? Aha. Okay, Vivek, we're going to play your video. I've got a few videos to play. Now, let's go.
Priscilla Presley shared that her career choices have freed her a bit to be her own person. Priscilla Presley has just opened up about being her own person, rather than Elvis Presley's ex-wife. Priscilla Presley appeared at Rhode Island Comic Con, where she candidly shared about her own separate career identity from her late ex-husband, Elvis Presley, who died of heart attack at age 42. The businesswoman told the audience that she is representing herself as Priscilla rather than Elvis's ex. Moreover, I think the movies that I've done, I think of just, basically, it was my choice, she said, and also highlighted her career's choices. The movies I loved, and I mean, Naked Guns. Being on Dallas was great. Additionally, the Naked Guns actor admitted by saying, that really freed me a bit of being my own person. Meanwhile, she reflected upon her ex-late husband's, who is also known as the king of rock and roll, music career, and how it all changed after Colonel Thomas Andrew Parker had been hired as a manager. At the time, Presley went on to say, he was pretty free to be him, even with the first movies. He loved what he did. Everything changed just when Colonel started coming in and picking out what he felt that he should be doing. Before concluding, she shared her feeling over people covering Elvis music and said, at first, I didn't like it. Then, I was seeing what's happening with these kids. Young kids who are dressed like Elvis. 5-year-olds. I'm thinking it's keeping him in the picture, alive, and so, I don't mind it. For those unversed, Priscilla Presley first met with Elvis Presley when she was 14 years old. Later, the couple tied the knot when she was 21. In 1967, after 6 years of marriage, they parted ways in 1973.
Okay.
Please like.
I don't think they got all the facts correct on that video. So I want to read Vivex's letter. Then we've got another video to play. But just, if I play someone else's video, I like to promote them. They're called the Presley family. Thank you for letting. Thank you that we played your video. The Presley family. The Presley family. Please subscribe to them. That's our way of saying thank you for playing their video. So we know that she's off around doing different events. Now, I know that the reason Vivex sent me that video is because of the way she talks about Elvis, the way that she's trying to go, look, it's all about me now. I'm distancing myself from Presley. I want to be Priscilla. Yeah, Priscilla is the new me. Yeah, so that is why Vivek sent that. Now the letter. All right, no worries. Renee, thank you for joining us. Be proud, my friend. Be proud. You're doing a brilliant job. Please subscribe to Renee. It's very important. So I'm going to read Vivek's letter. Now this letter, as far as I know, let me show you guys. Now, as far as I know, this is a response to a fan. I have read this letter before. Now, there's concern about Elvis and his well-being. It's dated the 27th of April, 1977. And then it starts like this. Dear Mrs. It looks like Anemi. In regards to your letter on the 25th of April 1977, first of all, I must say I do appreciate your concerns very much. You must know I am very concerned too about Elvis's well-being, but I don't think there's any need to worry too much. Although I'm not familiar with the shows you've seen due to any of my own illnesses, I've been unable to travel with Elvis, and hopefully I will be able to travel with Elvis again in the near future. I don't know what his problems were. I do know it is not drunkenness. As you have said in your letter, that people have said he does not drink or consume alcohol to any extent. As far as I know, Elvis does not have anything to be bothered about to the point it would affect him on stage. A lot of people seem to think that Elvis is bothered about his age. I do not think that it's bothering him because, let's have a look. I do not think that I do not think that it's bothering him because he has really just got grown. It should not affect him or his ability to perform in any way. Speaking from my own experience, going through that age was the greatest part of my life. As far as his weight, there would be no reason to be too concerned about it. I think that can happen to every living person on earth, and they can also lose weight. Then we get a lot of letters that think that Elvis is grieving over the breakup of Priscilla. This is far from the truth. I happen to know that he does not want Priscilla back and that it is not his trouble. His daughter Lisa Marie visits with him quite a lot and often staying 1 to 2 weeks at a time. If he has a problem to the point it's affecting him, I do not know what it is. As far as working too much, he likes to work. He only works about 2 weeks out of a month. So I have no idea what the problems might be. As I said, don't worry yourself about it too much. It's a good letter. Thank you, Vibex. I actually think that's a great letter. Covers many points. Now, you know, obviously, I will say this. It does seem like Vernon was a bit in denial because it's obvious he was overweight. Not massively overweight, but overweight. Obviously wasn't well. It's obvious there were problems. He probably was arguing with Priscilla. In fact, we know he was arguing with Priscilla because she was demanding money. Let's just bring this a bit nearer. He was demanding money. So she was demanding money for the second divorce settlement. This is when the lien was placed on Graceland's, the deed of trust created to put a debt on Graceland's so that, because Elvis couldn't afford to pay the second divorce settlement, so it was broken up into payments, and the charge was the lien was placed on Graceland's, and Elvis had to pay Priscilla gradually, which I'm gutted about. I can't believe that Priscilla went that far with it, that she actually had a lien placed on Graceland's to guarantee that she got her money. This is how cruel this woman was right till the last day. Right till the last day. She oftenly boasts about the fact that her and Elvis stayed close, were friends. But I tell you now, they were arguing over money and settlement right at the end. I think, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes, this whole show is for entertainment purposes. I think they were arguing over Lisa Marie a lot. So you think about it, guys. Elvis is close to death. The Memphis Mafia have released a tell-all book, Elvis What Happened. You've got the second divorce settlement happening that she was not entitled to. She had to accuse Elvis of fraud and lying and hiding his assets, hiding his income to get this second divorce settlement that a judge would allow it even to happen. In the first divorce settlement, she promised that she would never go back for a second divorce settlement. She also promised she wouldn't use the name Presley, but she takes the name Presley back. So there's a lot of wrongdoing here from Priscilla right until the day Elvis died. She must have known how unwell he was. I repeat, she must have known how sick Elvis was right at the end. But if you listen to her interviews now and for the last 40 years, she always says, oh, no, we didn't know he was going to die. It was a complete surprise to us. We were all in shock. No, it was clearly evident how sick Elvis was at the end. So for Priscilla to say that she didn't know how unwell Elvis was is ridiculous. It is ridiculous that people didn't know Elvis was seriously sick, chronically sick. When Priscilla says it, I laugh. But what does she still keep saying now? Oh, he's the love of my life. I still love him. He's the love of my life. I still love him. I think the Bex sent me a video. The Bex, did you send me a video about her saying that she still The Bex, can you send me that? The Bex, are you there? Let's see if I can find it on my history. The Bex sent me a video of Priscilla saying, "Oh, I still love him," you know. The Bex, are you there or are you gone? She's probably gone making another coffee. I'm trying to find it on my history. I get sent so many videos. It's like, where do I start? Yeah, the Bex, did you send me the video of Priscilla saying that she still loves Elvis? If you did, can you send it me? It's quite a short video, but I think I'd like to play it. It's literally ridiculous. That's why I want to play it. There we are. I got it. I think I've got it.
Oh, this is Priscilla.
Right, guys. Vibex, it's okay. I found it. I'm definitely playing lots of videos today, guys. Right. Let's have a look. Actually, it's only a minute long. I'll hold it. Oh, you are Vibex. You are fast. Right. Are we ready, guys?
Presley, you know, this was an amazing human being, the love of my life. I mean, I can't say enough about him. He was very, very special. And Graceland is very, very special. You know, you probably heard the stories about Graceland. It was the first home that he bought when he had a realtor show him a home. And his mom and dad, and he fell in love with it as well as his mom and dad. It was kind of a gift to his mother. You know, they were very, very poor, and this was his way of, you know, giving her something that she always wanted, a beautiful home. So I'm glad that, you know, you were there and you got to see it. It's a very, very special place. Had a lot of fun there, a lot of parties, a lot of laughter. So it's funny when I go there and I walk in the door, it's like reliving everything. It's like hearing the laughter and watching the television and sitting down and telling jokes. And my gosh, so many memories.
Oh God, that has forced me. I'm going to read page 262 of this, the unfaithful part, but not yet. Guys, now, she keeps saying he's the love of her life. She's just mentioned that was Elvis's first home that he bought. Now, guys, I'm asking you, was that the first home that Elvis bought? Please tell me. I know the answer. Vibex has sent me the picture of it. Vibex, can you send me the picture of Elvis's first home? Now, in case I'm wrong, I'm asking you guys. Yes, Vibex, send me that picture. In case I'm wrong, Graceland was not the first home that Elvis bought. Am I wrong, guys? I think I've got the address here. Because I took a picture of the address. Is it Audubon Drive? So we just caught Priscilla in a blatant lie. Oh, someone's here. Hello? All right, that was quick. Right, so let me just try and find the address. I'm finishing in a minute. Yeah, I'm finishing now. So, right, we're going to finish up with this last bit, guys. Now, with that, right, I think Vibex has sent me it. Let's have a look. Right, here we go, guys. Now, don't forget, Priscilla, she's pouring her heart out. Oh, I love Elvis, you know, his first home. I remember being there. Now, we know that Priscilla didn't like living at Graceland. She is the reason Elvis bought other homes. She didn't like it at Graceland. Here we go. Look, see, 1034 Audubon Drive, Memphis. Yeah? Do you get it, guys? This woman is blatantly lying and tricking the public, because most of the public that watch those little clips, oh, Elvis is the love of my life, I still love him, and they watch the Piers Morgan interview, you know, oh, I still love him, yeah? They don't know the truth. They don't really know what we know as Elvis fans. They just know what they're spoon-fed. The general public, the non-Elvis fans, are fed lies, spoon-fed lies, and have been for 40 plus years. So when they see these little snippets of Priscilla, oh, you know, I remember when he bought his first home, and oh, I walk in there and it feels like it's all coming back to me. It feels like yesterday, the laughter, yeah? The truth is, she hated living there. We have interviews that show her saying that she felt living in Graceland was like being in a prison. We've got news articles where she says she felt like Graceland was a prison. Do you get it, guys? We know that just before Elvis died, weeks before he died, she was demanding millions of pounds from him. We know she demanded the divorce. We know she ran off with the karate instructor. We know she was unfaithful just after Lisa Marie was born. There's so many wrongdoings that are happening, but she will sit. She will sit happily. I reckon I should play it one more time. She will sit happily. Now I'm going to play this and I'm going to go, guys, because we're going to come back for a part 2. So I do thank all of you for joining me today. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen. All of you, thanks a lot. The Bex, thanks for all your information you've sent me. Or any of you that have bought me a coffee, thank you so much. Any of you that have become members or subscribers, thank you so much. I'm going to play it one more time, guys. Now, please don't fall for it. Please don't fall for it. This is so far from the truth. This little 1-minute clip. Elvis has been wronged. This is why we defend Elvis. I can't think of a better example than showing a pack of lies said by his divorcee that was unfaithful, that broke up the marriage, that robbed him blind in a divorce settlement, that spent 40 years repeating lies in this book that the public have fallen for, the media, the press have fallen for. Yeah, even the book, even the film Priscilla, pack of lies. Sofia Coppola's film Priscilla, a pack of lies, all about making Priscilla look like a victim. So I'm going to go out with this video, guys, and then I'm going to have to sign out.
Oh, this is Priscilla Presley. You know, this was an amazing human being, the love of my life. I mean, I can't say enough about him. He was very, very special. And Graceland is very, very special. You know, you probably heard the stories about Graceland. It was the first home that he bought when he had a realtor show him a home with his mom and dad. And he fell in love with it as well as his mom and dad. It was kind of a gift to his mother. You know, they were very, very poor. And this was his way of, you know, giving her something that she always wanted, a beautiful home. So I'm glad that, you know, you were there and you got to see it. It's a very, very special place. Had a lot of fun there, a lot of parties, a lot of laughter. It's funny when I go there and I walk in the door, it's like reliving everything. It's like hearing the laughter and watching the television and sitting down and telling jokes, and my gosh, so many memories.
Hey, thanks for Bex. Bex, thank you for all the information you sent me. It's been brilliant. Thanks to everyone. Guys, do any of you fall for that? Do any of you fall for that? But the world, the public do. The general public fall for that. We know the truth, which is why we are defending Elvis. Got to go, guys. Take care. We've had a brilliant live. If you've enjoyed what I've done this morning, please send me a coffee, send me a super thank you, become a member, subscribe, like, and we're going to be back for a part 2 in about 3 hours. Take care, guys. All the best to you. Love you all. Have a great day. It's been brilliant. We've had a great time together drinking coffee. Take care, guys.